BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with another quick BoLS unboxing. Looking at some new Horde stuff today. We have two of the new releases. This is the Legion of Everblight Hellmouth unit, which is a box full of tentacles. A little concerned about opening this, but you know, boxes of tentacles not my thing. But there you go. And we have the new Circle Warp Wolf Heavy Warbeast. Somebody help me out with this one. This is Ghetorix, or I don't know. They like to have silent H's in random places. So yeah. Anyway, it's actually the cool model. It's the King Tharn King transformed into one of the warp beasts here. So it's actually pretty cool. Pretty excited to open this one up in particular. This one, not so much. This one, very cool. Anyway, I'm going to start with the creepy one first because I want to get it out of the way. Here's the back of the box. It is actually a unit, so the Hellmouth comes with all four of those stands. It's creepy. So here we go. Looking in the box. Let's find it out. All right, so this is a, oh, there's a card. Put that down, and that's everything in the box. This is a plastic-ish resin kit, I guess. I'm going to start with the model. I usually start with the card, but really wanted to take a look at this thing. Yeah, it's not resin like some other companies' resins, but it is definitely, whoa, it's got some pretty awesome detail. Actually, that's really good. Let me just lay these pieces out for you folks at home real quick. It looks like resin though. This, I don't know what this material is, but it's, maybe it is resin. Huh. I think it's, if I had to guess, it's gotta be resin. Yeah, this is definitely resin. This thing, these piping sections are dead giveaway that this section is resin. I think these sections are a different type of resin, but based on the piping sections from the model molds, I'm confident this is an all resin model. It's definitely not plastic. It doesn't have the same feel of plastic. It doesn't have any give to it, so it's not a hard plastic. It's definitely not a soft plastic, and it's not that PVC material either. So yeah, I'm gonna vote resin. Final answer. All right. Anyway, as creepy as a box full of tentacles is, it's actually a pretty neat little model. As you see here, it's got a creepy mouth. I like the sculpt of the mouth though, like the bone plates and everything coming out there, and the rocks coming off the base where the tentacles just kind of coming out of the ground. I don't know if you folks at home can see the detail as well, but if you look real closely, you can kind of see all the ridges and the skin basically is all really high detail on there. So, and then the tentacle on the inside's got those other ridges. Man, it's got a grit to it because of the texture on this model is really cool. The way they did everything. I think this is going to be an amazing model to paint for you painterly folks out there, just because the amount of detail you're going to be able to get on these tentacles with just basic techniques of like dry brushing. You're going to pick out so many little details. It's really cool. Whoa. Yeah. I don't want to paint it because it's creepy looking and I'm not into tentacles, but still a cool model. Let me put that to the side. Here is the card, the unit card. This is a unit, and this is for the new 2016 Mark III version of the game. As you can see here, Hellmouth damage. Includes a Hellmouth and 3 tentacles. There's no option to buy additional tentacles here. It's just 3. Force lance is only 2. It doesn't have a speed value. Strength 10, mat 6, defense 10, arm 18. Actually pretty hard to hit relatively. It's not a warjack, I'll say that much with that defense. The maul is 2-inch range, a POW 5, and then 15 total POW when it hits you. And then the tentacles actually do have a speed, so like the maul doesn't look like it moves, and then the tentacles kind of whip around and stuff like that. Down here, Hellmouth, it's got a couple of different, a ton of different specialty stuff here. So this is a new type of unit basically. It's got buried, which is no normal movement, cannot become knocked down, cannot move or be placed. Circular vision, Can't gain back strikes on it. This is the Hellmouth specific rules, by the way. Distant deployment, so the model can be placed at the same time as your models with advanced deploy up to 12 inches beyond your deployment zones. It's one of those models you're going to basically deploy in place. Impervious flesh, when this model suffers a damage roll, roll 1 fewer die. So that's actually pretty dirty. Inscrutable, opponents cannot take control of this model, which is probably good. Tendrils, there are fewer than 3 tentacles in this unit in play. At the beginning of activation, you can put 1 tentacle into play in formation. Whoa, if this model is destroyed or removed from play, the tentacles in this unit are removed from play. So if you do manage to kill just the maul, not the tentacles, then the whole thing goes away. Tentacle, all the same stuff pretty much. Distant deployment, impervious flesh, inscrutable. Maul has consume, and rear attack, and tentacle strike has grip. Yeah, it's creepy. It's a creepy graboid. It's a graboid. Yeah, it's a graboid. Definitely a graboid. Tremors, folks, go watch it. All right, moving on. Next up, we have the Circle of Ghetorix Warp Wolf Heavy Warbeast. I really wanted to see this model, so I actually really like that pose. It's pretty intimidating looking. And there's the card. Everything in the box. Boom. We've got the card. I'll do the model here in a second. Let's take a look at the card here. Here we have his card. Big old spiral here for the Spirit, Mind, Body. Has 1 right there. 4 Fury, 8 Threshold. So pretty good. 21 points. Kind of pricey, but he's worth it. He's pretty beaty, beat stick wise. Let's see here. Speed 6, Strength 11, Math 7, Rat 3, Defense 14, Arm 17, Command 5. Excuse me, 5. He's got a bite and a great axe. Both of them hit pretty hard. There's Animus, his spiny growth. Ghetorix has Bond for Chromac, which seems pretty fitting. Controlled warping, murderous, snacking, warp breath, regeneration D3. So he's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And of course, this is the Mark III version as well. Yeah, check that card out. Yeah. Chromac's new buddy. Anyway, let's take a look at the model. Like I said, I was actually looking forward to taking a look at this model. So, whoa, he's like howling. Got an awesome looking axe for an arm. That's cool. Set those down here. This is a mixed material model. So we got some metal and some resin. This is definitely resin, not plastic. Or white resin, that's a little odd piece thing. Whoa, crazy headpiece. This is part of the base. So that's gonna go like so on the base. You can see here. Move all these bits over. That would go on the base that he's standing on. Just taking a look at the body, pretty cool sculpt. Like I said, that once you get the final pose together, it should be pretty intimidating. There's like a headdress thing here that goes here-ish. I'm sure there's a bit in here I'm missing somewhere, but yeah. That would go in there. There's a big old axe arm. Pretty cool sculpt. It's got the typical circle kind of style with all the extra curves in the metal and the ornate kind of look that they have, which is very cool if you're into that stuff. The legs are metal. It's interesting they decided to split this up. So you chop off the resin bit here, and then they would connect right in there. There's actually a hole for the peg, so he's not peg-legged. So, and then same deal here. This actually has a peg here, and I think it either goes like that. So, and it's metal. So when you're working with this stuff, because it's mixed material, you're definitely gonna want to run this stuff under some probably lukewarm water, soapy water. Just give it a quick scrub, especially in the contact points. Just remove any kind of extra mold release or anything like that. Some of these metal bits you may want to pin, depending on the position. You may not need to, but you know, it's kind of up to you. If your model is worried about it breaking or anything like that, that's the tail. It's going to go in there. So that fits pretty good. yeah, so I don't know if I'd want to use any like zip kicker or anything like that kind of product to help with the seal. It can weaken the bond, but you may need to use a little bit just to get it to hold together. You can try different techniques like scoring the contact points as well, just a little bit to give it more surface area. Those little cuts actually form little cracks that, you know, the glue can get into and then kind of seal together a little bit better. That's one option. Pinning it would be probably a good idea. Just some of these bits look like they may be a little fiddly. I'm mostly concerned about the legs going in here, just because it's going to support the model. But the good news is most of the these pieces together probably weigh as much as these two legs. Like these things, weight-wise, are a lot heavier. So the model is not going to be top heavy, so that's a plus. But it's still pretty cool. Yeah, that's really all I got for these two models. Again, that was the Hellmouth, and of course we just looked at the new Circle Warp Wolf Heavy Warbeast, the Ghetorix. Oh snap! I'm gonna call it the Ghetto right now. Ghetorix, what up, dog? Moving on. So that's it for this unboxing. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS Souls. Thanks again for watching. Have a good one.